Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tower of God New World. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys a brand new team comp that I'm using against Status of Hard and Underground Laboratory. This team comp is absolutely insane because Birdie just does insane damage against Hard. So before I get started on the video, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys are new here on the channel, I have the Discord server. So if you guys are interested in joining, I'll post a server link in the comment section down below so that you guys can join up. But anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and hop right into the video. All right, so if we look at Data Zahard in the Underground Laboratory, the team comp that I'm running is this team right here. As you guys can see, I was able to deal 1 billion damage with this team. So this is the team comp. You have Escanor, Bomb, Verdi as your main damage dealer, Child and Dorsey, and Flight Uric Mazino. So I was able to increase Verdi's revolution. So I was able to get the additional 20% attack, which is really nice for her. Now, before I talk about this team comp, this is going to be like a little rant session, probably. But I want to talk about the revolution system. So there's like a lot of people complaining about the revolution system. And I 100% agree that the revolution system is indeed pay to win, because when we come over here to revolution, it is really easy for you to obtain the shining revolution fragment. Like, it's not easy, but you can obtain a decent amount of shining revolution fragments. But the biggest problem for me is this right here, the revolution fragments. This right here is so pay to win. Like, it is so hard to obtain these revolution fragments because the amount of revolution fragments they give us, it's just non-existent. Because if we come over here to the Underground Laboratory pass, I'll come over here to the shop, and then we come to growth, actually not growth, but season pass, and we come to the Underground pass. As you guys can see, they give us shining revolution fragments, but they don't give us any revolution fragments at all. They only give us the shining version, and the only way for you to obtain the shining revolution fragment is by spending money. So that is actually annoying, the fact that the only way for us to obtain the shining revolution fragments is like, the way for us to obtain the revolution fragments is by only paying, which is annoying. And then for the shining, you can get a decent amount. So I will say that is indeed frustrating. And I had to come over here to the monthly, and I had to buy like 50 of these, and I had to spend, like, you know how expensive this is. I had to spend 5,000 to spend them just to get 50 revolution fragments. That is crazy. So that Marvel, they got to do something about this, because I don't understand why they would implement this in a game where they will only give us, they basically give us 0 revolution fragments. The only time you get revolution fragments for free is if we come over here to the monthly mission, and as you guys can see, you get 200 once you reach the 80 threshold, and then after that, you don't actually, you could get 300 in total. So you can only get 300 of revolution fragments in total per month, which is insane. So they definitely have to implement another way for us to obtain the revolution fragments. But when it comes to the shining revolution, I mean, you can get a really good amount of shining revolution fragments, but with the revolution fragments, this one right here, it is too hard. Like, there's just no other way for us to obtain these other than the monthly mission, and that is it. It's kind of crazy. So they definitely have to fix that indeed. Anyways, that was like my little rant session. Let's go back and talk about the team comp. So Verdi, as you guys can see, my Verdi, I have her at the, I already have her additional attack plus 20%, and I also have that plus 10 accuracy. So she's going to be doing some crazy damage overall. And then when it comes to like her build, I'm using the attack speed set, and as you guys can see, it's not even that, like, she's not even built, she's not even maxed out, to be honest. Like, she's not really maxed out. So you really want to focus on, of course, accuracy and get as much attack as possible so that she can do some insane damage, and also get some magic pierce because she is a magic damage type unit. So let's go back to the team comp. And of course, I'm going to do an attempt for you guys and show you how the team comp works. But like I said, the most important thing about this team comp is Child and Dorsey. You want to make sure that Child and Dorsey, when she dies, Birdie has her special skill available, because once Child Dorsey dies, she's going to apply that huge debuff. If we come over here to her passive, she's going to apply the 80% defense shred on Data Zahard, which is going to allow your Verdi to do insane damage. So you just have to time it right. As soon as Child Dorsey dies, immediately use Verdi's special skill so that she can do some nuclear damage. And of course, Bomb is there to pretty much give Verdi that additional energy. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to replay this for you guys so that you guys can get a quick idea as of to how this team comp works. Now, I had to do like 3 attempts in order for me to actually figure out which team would work. But just look at this attempt right here. This attempt is actually crazy. So you guys can see that Bomb is giving us some energy right there. So Verdi doing some crazy damage. And if you guys are asking, why do I have Uric Mazinal on the team? The reason why I have Uric on the team is because he's going to reduce Zahard's swiftness. As you guys can see, he is reducing his swiftness right here, which is really nice. And then of course Escanor is there to just pretty much be, you know, the broken tank unit who takes no damage. And just look at how much damage Verdi is dealing. Like, this is absolutely insane. So once Child Dorsey dies, we're going to proc Verdi's special skill. So look at this. She dies. Verdi's special skill. Look at how much damage. Look at this. Absolutely insane. So as soon as Child Dorsey dies, she's going to inflict that 80% defense shred that allows your Verdi to do some insane nuclear damage. So that's pretty much how the team comp works. As you guys can see, 1 billion damage. Now, I'm pretty sure we were able to proc her special skill one more time, where I think Verdi died after this. So I'm gonna wait and see what happened. So yeah, we were able to do it one more time, and then yeah, she died. So that's pretty much how the team comp works. I really enjoy this team comp. This is actually pretty busted, and I feel like the more I level up my characters, I'll be able to make it to at least like top 10%, or even make it on like the leaderboard. Because if I come over here, as you guys can see, I'm like top 25% with this team comp. And yeah, we're getting close to that leaderboard. We're getting close to that top 50, which is really nice. Because if we look at the top 50, the lowest is 2 billion damage. So we're getting close there. Let's go ahead and pop another attempt. And of course, we're going to use the same exact team comp. But remember, you want to do this in manual mode so that you can time Verdi's special skill with Child Dorsey's defense shred. So let's go ahead and enter battle. All right, so I wanted to restart that because we didn't hit that 1 billion damage. So of course, RNG is going to come into play, but you always want to restart your attempt so that you can be able to actually land that 1 billion. So we're going to go ahead and try that one more time if we can actually hit that 1 billion damage. All right, so we were actually able to hit that 1 billion damage, which was kind of crazy. And I'm actually surprised the fact that Escanor died right there. I've never seen Escanor die against a boss before, which is kind of insane. So as you guys can see, 889 million damage. And if you guys are wondering what build I'm running on my Flight Eric Mazino, so the build that I'm running on him is of course the Runda set. It's going to give him some max HP, also give him, you know, a barrier, and you can also run the Bergamot set on him because it's going to increase his lifesteal, which is going to increase his survivability overall. But the reason why I put Runda on him is for him to provide that barrier to everyone on the same road as him. So by Eric Mazino, this guy is absolutely busted and broken. This guy's just insane. So we're gonna go ahead and do another attempt, and this time I'm gonna try to time Verdi's special skill with Child and Dorsey's snake charm effect, because we keep missing we keep on missing the timing, and I want to time it correctly so that Verdi can do that insane nuclear damage. So I'm gonna go back over here, we're gonna click start, and let's see if we can actually time it right this time. All right, I don't know what is going on. My Verdi keeps on getting one-shotted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and try to, try to reach that 1 billion and actually do that nuclear damage. And I'll be right back, and I'll show you guys the results once I'm done. All right, so for this attempt, this was crazy. So I was finally able to do it. It took me like 7 attempts in order for me to actually land Verdi's special skill when Child and Dorsey died. And as you guys can see, I was able to make it up to top 17%, rank 175. So look at this, 1.2 billion damage. So I'm going to go ahead and replay this for you guys just to show y'all that I'm not capping. So this is the attempt that I just did earlier, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Chowden Dorsey, she's extremely crucial in this team comp because of that 80% defense shred. It is just absolutely insane. So I'm just gonna let this play. I'm just gonna let this play for you guys, and just look at the damage. The damage is crazy. Now the thing is, Bomb, he did die early, so Birdie, she lost some energy like for like the remaining 30 seconds of the battle, but it was fine as long as Verdi was able to land her special skill as soon as Dorsey died, was perfectly fine. So let's just look at the damage right here. So as you guys can see, Bomb died right there, and then Chowden Dorsey, she is about to die. So I'm just waiting for her to die, and then we're going to use Verdi's special skill. As you guys can see, I'm holding on to that special skill. I'm not even using it. Just holding on to it, waiting for Dorsey to die. And she's going to die in a few seconds. Gotta wait for it. As you guys can see, 8 million damage. Alright, there it is. Snake Charm, Verdi skill. Boom. Crazy damage. She basically did like probably 2 million damage right there, or 1.5 million damage just from that 80% defense shred. So we were able to make it to tier 32 and level, I think level 350. Yeah, we were able to reach 350. So yeah, this team comp is absolutely crazy. Definitely recommend you guys to try this team comp out. Now the thing is, if you don't have Escanor, that is fine. If you have a Karaka, you'll be fine. Karaka, he can proc provocation way more than Escanor, so he's going to increase your team survivability overall. So don't panic. If you don't have Escanor, you can use a Karaka instead. So really enjoying this team comp, and you want to make sure that your Chowden Dorsey is actually built. Like, make sure that you have your Chowden Dorsey well built, so that once she dies, she's going to apply the 80% defense shred, and she is going to require at least 3 red stars. Like, if you don't have your Chowden Dorsey at 3 red stars, you need her to be at 3 red stars so that she can max out her passive, because as you guys can see, depending on how many copies you have on her, you can increase that defense shred. So Chowden Dorsey is extremely important in this team comp. I'll say like she is the most crucial character against Data Zahard because of that defense shred. But anyways, that was pretty much the team comp that I want to share with you guys. And if you guys want to try it out, then by all means go ahead. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys for this video, including the Revolution Fragment rant. That right there, like I said, hopefully Netmarble they fix this, because I do agree that this is pay to win. Like, the fact that we don't even get Revolution Fragments on a daily basis is just kind of toxic. So they need to implement another system for us to get Revolution Fragments, because the only way we can get this for free is through the monthly missions, and that is pretty much it. And of course, you can buy it with your Suspendum, but spending 5,000 Suspendum just to get 50 Revolution Fragments is insane. That is crazy. So they need to implement another way, probably include it in daily missions where you can get like, I don't know, 20 or 30 Revolution Fragments daily, or 10. That, as long as we can get Revolution Fragments on a daily basis or weekly, I'm perfectly fine with that. But making it pay to win is just not the way to go. So that's just my rant and my opinion on the Revolution Fragment. And for the event as well, when we come over here to the untrustworthy doors, I'm not gonna lie, this event right here is really bad. Like, as you guys can see, I have like 89 keys and I haven't even used them. And the reason why is because, one, it's just really boring, and two, the rewards aren't even that good. Like, of course you can get a lot of SSR soul stones, but it depends on your RNG and how lucky you are. And to be honest, this would have been the perfect opportunity for them to implement the Revolution Fragments in this event, and they could have implemented them in the exchange shop as well. If we come over to the exchange shop, they don't even have the Revolution Fragments here, which is insane to me. So there was just a lot of missed opportunities for this update, like for them to introduce the Revolution system and not even give us the resources to use the Revolution system is just kind of annoying. So that's just my rant and how I feel about the event overall. But anyways, I'll be ending the video at that. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.